know. You ain't know.
Now you know.
Now you know we on episode 20, B. Let's go.
20.
Bang, 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 bang.
Episode 20.
Let's freaking go, man.
What does episode 20 mean?
Come on, man. 20 coming up, yo. Culture content, feel me? I'm K.
Chaz, you already know.
And we are culture content, you heard? Like, man, whoever thought we would have been here.
20 episodes in.
Episode 20.
Well, 19 episodes in, but this is the last one.
Yeah, we shooting them both on the same day, same outfit, same all that, just because, yeah, man, it's been a long time coming, man. 20 joints in, wrapping up the season. So we just giving y'all a crazy recap for some of y'all who ain't tuned in or may have missed some episodes, you know what I mean? But, yeah, man, this little behind the scenes pop off real quick about, some episodes, making some things make sense for y'all, you know what I mean? Why we did things certain ways and why we didn't do X, Y, and Z. So this is just the real. We're just gonna break it down to y'all and be like, this is where we effed up. This is where we.
So one of the big things
we gotta start at one though.
One of the big things we wanted to change within as we matured through our episodes was to take out the cursing. Yeah, because we want to be able to
articulate ourselves
and just bring our word to the masses of the world, right? Just different audiences. We don't want to just be geared to one particular set of audience. We want to be able to talk to everybody about everything we got working on, right?
For sure,
so that's one of the main things, and obviously, sometimes we fell short. That's just what it is.
Yeah, we tried. We ain't perfect, but we tried. You know what I'm saying?
We'll make conscious efforts going forward.
Yeah, it's a couple things that we changed. If y'all noticed, we started off episode 1 pretty rough. You know what I mean? Like, that was rough. First and foremost, for those who know or don't know, like, we have been talking about doing our culture content, for a minute. And we didn't know when we was going to start it, when we was going to do. So we literally took episode 1 and dropped it. No promo, no nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it was super rough around the edges, man. Yeah. Super rough.
It was what we called it, the pilot.
The pilot, for
right,
sure.
So if you know anything about a new show that's coming out, they have one episode and they have a control group that kind of be like, yeah, I think this is going to work with everybody. And that's what we did. We kind of felt the temperature on the episode, what we drop, and see if people bangs with it. And people did, and the feedback we got from it was like, all right, we're gonna keep rolling. We was gonna roll regardless. Don't get it twisted.
For
but it was nice to see the love that we got from just putting out the first episode and just trying to get the temperature on how everybody else is thinking about it. So
right, and if y'all ain't noticed, we ain't have no name, we ain't have no logo at the side. We started off with the spade bottles and all that.
Yeah.
And then as we matured, as you said, you know what I mean? Like, not everybody's a fan of spade, but we still got them. We still bring them out.
Definitely still, I mean, if you came here, if you happen to have a chance to come into the sunroom, the vibe is, the vibe is
always lit. You know what I mean?
You know what's hitting for.
We pick and choose. Sometimes my guests be like, "Yo, we want the gold bottles." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to Miko and everything.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if you're gonna see this, but the day we record this, we're gonna give you one of these. Happy birthday, Miko! Is November 7th. We, running this. I'm not sure if you're supposed to say it, but happy birthday, my guy.
We typically don't like to give dates, but happy birthday, Mike. Shout out to you. We done put in a bunch of work. You know what I mean? Videos, podcasts. Even that last time he was out here, I don't even know. Miko got like 3 episodes with us. You feel me? Like, came through and show love and. We skipped because I wanted to give that at his episode 8, but nonetheless, you know what I mean. We still good, but we love you, bro. We appreciate you, everything you did for culture content, reposting us and all that, dropping exclusives that you didn't have to drop. You know what I mean. So love is love, and we still got that single out. Damn, I ain't. All
right, we'll get to that. All right,
we come back to the episode.
Episode 1. One of the most funniest part was us moving the table. And the directions of where stuff was at. Hey, listen, it didn't look right to us. And then as we looked at it on the camera,
it was already fixed. There was nothing wrong with it. We was like, when we played it back, we like, bro, leave the table alone, K. Leave the table. Stop touching the table, K. Just leave it. Just leave it where it is. because you're moving things and it's got to focus now. You got to reset. It was bad. It was bad. So that was on me. You know what I mean? Like, it was, oh man, that was freaking hilarious, yo. Oh yeah, and then the reason why we had to put out 2 episodes, if there's a regular pilot, then an extended pilot, that wasn't on purpose, y'all. That was YouTube slayed us, you know what I mean? Didn't upload the whole video. You gotta verify and all this other stuff. So that just so happened to be a coincidence, but we ended up playing it to our advantage later on. You know what I mean? Because then we started dropping out extended versions of episodes and stuff. So yeah, that was a pure accident. And it just played out the way it did, but I did get an extra 7 minutes on the pilot, so yeah. I mean, it all worked out. It played out well. So yeah, that was hilarious.
That was funny.
So moving on to episode 2. Dos.
That was what, Trey versus School.
Yeah, Trey versus School, man. Honestly, I think that was one of our better episodes of them all. Like, it was just authentic. You know, we did our research. You know, that was definitely a topic we knew we wanted to discuss, especially given our backgrounds and whatnot.
Right.
And
literally,
you know,
Trey versus School.
Facts. You know what I mean? Like, literally. So we had if y'all could tell, we had definitely a lot of opinions on that. Because no matter what you do, really, the talk it gets you to the same place. You know what I mean? It's all about how you maneuver through it for real. And you know, that was one of the episodes too that we decided like, yo, we want to give the people some substance. You know what I mean? And stand out and be like, yo, like we gonna joke around, we gonna talk our BS whenever we feel like it. You know what I mean? But we just ain't want y'all to be watching no ruckus and all that.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we want to gain a following of people that, you know, is trying to progress. Not saying that, you know, people that fool around don't progress, but excuse me, you know what I mean? Like our whole show is centered around generational wealth, right? So we want to give y'all gems about generational wealth. We definitely, you know, have jokes and we definitely bust it up on here and, you know, do different things. But at the end of the day, you know, we want to make sure that the bag is secured.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So once we figure that out, it made it a lot easier for us to convey the information we want to give to y'all. And, you know, it's been a blessing to, you know, share this platform with you, bro, and be able to talk to everybody, you know, bro, through these lenses. So,
we be doing the damn thing.
Another thing, we, at some point, I'm not sure if we're going to do it this episode, but another episode, we had a reoccurring phrase that we used in maybe our first couple of episodes. And if you notice, we said, for real, a lot. Entirely too much.
And like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't know what you're saying.
Because you ain't say nothing yet, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like, yo, we challenge y'all to want somebody to go back and be like, yo, count how many times we said, for real. You know what I'm saying? Just count it up. Let us know how many times, man. And just run it back. We got to figure out, get you some merch.
Listen,
get you one of the first
whoever can tell us,
you know what I mean?
Exactly how many times you said for real. You got a shirt to your name.
I was wildin', bro.
You got a shirt in your name.
I was just like, for real. Yo, you know what I'm saying? For real. Yo. And then, you know, being from New York, I guess we didn't realize how many times he was saying it, and then
until you play it back.
Until you play it back, I'm
like, yo, hold up, boss. Like, you gotta chill.
Mad annoying on the camera, bro. Like, you only know 3 phrases, man. And I don't know. We were starting out, so it was new. You know what I mean? We ain't know what we was saying, what we was talking. I was winging it a lot of the times. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, so it wasn't
comfortable with it. Basically.
Yeah, it wasn't. I had an idea of what we were saying, but sometimes, you know, when you fresh on the camera, you know,
you get nervous.
You get nervous, or you get stage fright. You know what I mean?
I'm still not comfortable.
Right.
Episode 20. Like, we still nervous. We still
Listen, this is all about transparency, right? So we all know that sometimes when you get in front of a camera, the thoughts that you had off the camera, it ain't gonna come to say it's just as quick on camera. So
it's
now
not
it's
as
like,
easy as I think it is.
Right.
You know
so now it's like we try to use these transitional words of for real. You know what I'm saying? To kind of put things together to try to, you know, have you guys understand where we coming from.
Know what I'm saying?
No. So Like that's what was happening. That was a frequent thing, you know, in the first couple of episodes, and you know, shouts out to everybody that was still supporting and there with us. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, it was all love at the end of the day. So
facts,
we got a T-shirt for somebody that you know was able to. If you get able to count how many times we said for real, it's a T-shirt in your name. Real talk.
At this point, we be like ping, 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 ping. It'll go off crazy. Like it'll be wild.
Word. Episode 3.
Episode 3 about travel, y'all. That was a very experimental episode. For
that was another experimental episode. That was another one right before we started doing interviews.
That was
broadening the content we want to bring to you guys. I'm not gonna really get into why it was more interesting and what was happening behind the scenes. And if you know, you know, and that's just what it is. So, but the main thing we was trying to convey with you guys is be able to travel and go outside your zip code to be able to see different cultures and see how different ways of life work. So you can be able to find your niche and however you do life. 100%. You know what I mean? You can't be in the same spot or the same area. And be able to shine. You gotta be able to, you know, bring your information to the masses from all different walks of life. So that brings us to episode 4, which is one of, you know, our first. That was our first guest we had, the great Carolyn
Brown. Yo, shout out to Carolyn Brown.
Shout out
to the Bounce House, Jumpin' Jumperoo.
And she got Outer Limits.
Outer Limits.
Soon.
Yeah, we gotta follow up with her ASAP. She's definitely been working behind the scenes.
Word.
Her establishment is looking beautiful. We've been there, but long story short, we don't got the footage. That was my bad. It's hard being a host and recording sometimes, but Carolyn, my word, we gonna get to you. You know what I mean? We appreciate the love,
Word.
and I think that was one of the first episodes. Well, like you said, we had a guest.
That was the first episode we had a guest. Yeah.
And then we basically from there ran with the concept of, you know, this is the direction we're going for the entire podcast.
Yeah.
And it ended up playing out beautifully for real. And it was just a work of art just to have her come through, black woman, entrepreneur, doing the thing.
And been in it for, you know, over a decade. I think you said 10, 12, 11, 12 years. She's been in the entertainment field, and it's just a blessing to see somebody that that looks like us, that's out there putting in work as an entrepreneur. And she's not also just doing it for her, but she's teaching her daughters the game as well. So they could, even if they don't want it, in the future, they know the game and they know what to do going forward. You know what I mean? So they have the knowledge on what to do.
And she's #1 top viewed video or episode out right now.
Yeah, I think she's episode 4. So check that out, y'all.
Episode 4 is definitely #1 on our charts right now. So, Carolyn, thank you for running that up for us.
Thank you, for sure.
If you haven't seen it, don't know what we're talking about, go check it out. Like I said, it was a dope interview. So moving forward to episode 5.
Episode 5. So basically, this one was 2 parts.
Yeah,
I'll take care of this one.
All right,
so we had we had the homie Rico, my man Rico Elite, Rich. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Rich, Mr. Health Guru. We had an interview here. In the sunroom.
Mr. I chase Henny with water.
Right.
You know what I mean? We love you, bro. That's all love. I love it.
Basically, we had to end up doing 2 parts to his interview because we felt you guys needed a little bit more context to what he was talking about and exactly what he do. So we did end up doing the live for episode 5 with him. And if you have a chance, go check it out on our Instagram at Culture Content 100. That's our Instagram page, and we have this live up there, and Rich did an excellent job of explaining some of the techniques you can use in order to get right. If you have a short amount of time of exercising and just doing different things to help you out as you move through on your busy life and whatnot. So shouts out to Rich for that. We appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's the right video if you see my face all in the video.
Oh yeah,
up close and personal. That was my bad, yeah.
He was all in the videos.
Honestly, that was like the first. I ain't gonna front. It was really like the first time I went live.
That was literally the first time I went live. So, I don't go live.
My bad, yeah. It still was a dope interview though. Not to take anything from it, but it was fire.
Right.
So moving forward,
episode 6 was life insurance.
Episode 6, life insurance. Yeah, that was. honestly, as far as views goes, it's our number 2 video. As far as information goes, it's probably our number 1 video.
Yeah, I love that video. Information is crazy.
I think we got the most feedback from that video. I think people like really started watching us from episode 6, man. Life Insurance. Shout out to Mike, man.
Word.
Our wealth of knowledge, man. And to think that that was probably our longest video, the most information, and to think that we still ain't capture or get through everything that we were supposed to get through for that episode, which was wild. You know what I mean? And I didn't cut anything out. That was like the full conversation. And we tried to keep it under an hour so y'all won't get too bored. But everybody's like, yo, you should just let that run. You should have let that go. And,
the plan is right when we do these episodes, we don't want to have it too long to the point where it kind of be like, man, it's too much. Sometimes it could be a little overload, right? When it comes to information, right? So we want to be able to be short and sweet when it comes to our shows.
Right.
So we try to do it the best way we can, but sometimes like we have guests that is just that dope and have a wealth of information, and we don't want to shortchange y'all.
Right, 100%.
You know what I mean?
So we're gonna figure out how to get Mike back out on the show. You know what I mean? Give you another episode come season 2, season 2. Yeah. And just keep bringing the heat.
Episode 7, that was
Wait,
marketing.
hold on. Real episode 6 though was the episode we figured out our name was Culture Content.
Correct.
That too, real quick before you go on. But if y'all ain't noticed, we announced our name, ain't do nothing for the first 6 episodes. But episode 6, we got it together. All right, go ahead. Episode 7.
So episode 7, we did marketing versus branding, how to market your brand, how to market your brand, and what is branding, what is marketing. That episode was interesting because we did our personal research.
Yeah. You see us looking down and
right. We definitely was looking down. If you peep game, we was looking down a lot we had our notes and just wanted to be able to tell you guys how to market your brand or do what you're supposed to do so you can get your stuff out there. We went through what is marketing, what is branding, and they are similar, but they intertwine, but they are different as well. Sure. So we was able to kind of tackle both of those topics within that show, and we appreciate y'all for checking it out as well.
Yeah, and we knew that giving y'all the information on that was what it's gonna be. Like you said, he did our homework and all about bringing our substance for real, and we did that. We do it time and time again.
Right. Every episode we research.
You know what I mean? Nothing is just a walk in the park. We don't just show up today and just be like, oh yeah, this is what we doing. Nah, we sit down, we talk, FaceTime, all that, and prepare for these episodes for y'all. So I hope y'all can appreciate the work that we giving y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that was marketing and branding. Fast forward, we back, episode
8.
8, man. Episode 8. Episode 8 was Miko. 8 Productions, yeah.
8 Productions. Shouts out to y'all.
Miko and Jocelyn. Yo, they ran that up crazy. 100 plus views on there. That was a legendary episode. If y'all notice, we try to incorporate a lot of things. Even our logo, like we said, got the stock chart, got the music, got the news. You got the the breaking news on there. Yeah. So. We just trying to bring y'all a little bit of just culture, obviously, right?
Our culture, right?
Our culture, and then just put y'all on, man. But that episode, look, we shot all day, literally all day with Miko. He popped out from New York, and we talked about just the real, Jocelyn came through, let us hear some vocals, man. She's super dope, talented R&B or vocalist, and They just dropped a single for us, something that nobody had heard before. If y'all ain't know, we were one of the first people that they dropped the Nala Scott album. You know what I mean? They told us first here that what the title of the album was gonna be, right. And then we heard their first single on this show too. So shout out to them because they didn't have to drop exclusive for us, but they did. Trying to get our numbers up, and bro, you already know, man. We go back.
Yeah.
So even before Infinity, you know what I mean? Before Infinity, so, love is love, man.
I had a story, but I ain't gonna put it on camera. We could talk about it off camera. That was funny.
I mean, why not, man?
So, alright, you remember? Hey, yo, alright, so, shouts out to you, Miko. Shouts out to the family. You remember when we went to...
fight night.
We went to the fight. I think it was Sugar Shane against somebody, or was it against Floyd, or somebody was fighting. We went to your own crib. We was in the Bronx. And, you know what I'm saying, shouts out to the family that had us over. It was food, drinks, all of the above, right? And then we was about to go back to Harlem. So we on the 4 train on 161st. It was me, you, Kay, and your brother. And we all talking in a circle about everything that just happened in the video. I mean, in the fight. And then your brother just, threw up, you know what I'm saying? Literally, he just threw up and then came back to the conversation.
But mid-sentence.
Mid-sentence. You see what I did just now? I looked down, the dude was and then came back.
And bounced back. Yo, your bounce back is real,
bro.
It
was crazy.
It was crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But I didn't understand
I was
bro.
Messed up.
I thought you was still messed up behind that. You know what I mean?
I didn't know what it was. It happened so funny. But I was just, he's like, man, and he hit him with the 2-piece. I'm like, hold up.
Like,
my man, you need a breath mint? You just do up. What we doing?
Bro, you some mouthwash, bro. Something big, cause yo.
And he did take it, right? But still, the way it happened, it was just
it was too.
What the hell was that?
Too, in the moment, Yo, so shout out to Miko, shout out to John. Yo, you a wild boy family.
You a wild boy.
At least we know if we turned up, you can hold it down, B. Because he was on one. I ain't gonna lie, I was on one.
He was on one.
You know what I'm saying? But the bounce back he did, that's like somebody going into the bathroom. They come right back out.
Right back. He didn't go. He didn't even move his feet.
He basically walked in the door, came right back out, and was like. Gucci 2.2.
That was funny.
Shout out to y'all, man. So
episode 9.
9. Yo, let me get this right. Because if y'all don't know by now, I have a habit of messing people's names up. He's not the first, probably won't be the last. You know what I'm saying? But let me get this. Aaron Gibson Jr., you heard? Junior. Don't forget the Junior.
Dope interview. Yeah. 2 parts is that. You know what I'm saying? That was another interview that our guest came in with a wealth of knowledge. Mm-hmm. And if you know anything about Aaron Gibson Jr., you know what I mean? He just dope. So appreciate you, bro, for coming out here and showing us love at Culture Content and dropping all the gems that you drop. Make sure y'all go check out his spot, I Ship and Pack. It's in Squirrel Hill on Ford Avenue, I believe. Mm-hmm. I don't have the details top of my head, but run an excellent business. You would think it's a franchise, and I'm quite sure that's his goal in the future. So, like I say, he's a wealth of knowledge. Dope interview, 2 parts. We spoke about I Ship and Pack, and we spoke about his credit consulting business that he has. So, if you want to get your business credit right, want to be able to take your business to the next level, reach out to him. He can pave the way for you and show you what you need to do. Gonna cost some bread. But it's gonna be worth it for sure. So shouts out to you, Aaron Gibson Jr. Mm-hmm. Episode 9.
Episode 10, Knowledge J. Shout out to you, homie. Yo, she's like I said, she was on episode 8 with Miko. Mm-hmm. We gave her own episode. Ran the numbers up. Episode was a little bit short, but
it was short, but
that's our fault. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's definitely our fault. But
behind the scenes, extracurricular activities, but
got a little too out of hand, and
nevertheless, we appreciate even making the trip up here, in order to give us as much content, and the exclusives you gave us in the vocals was more than enough. For us, so we definitely appreciate just you showing love and coming through with us. So.
Yeah, I think that was like On My Mind or something like that she dropped for us. Vocals is out of this world. We shot Cruising. Still not out yet, but it's coming for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna tell you when. Haven't figured out a date yet, but
it's coming soon. Just keep being on the lookout for it. You know what I mean?
And then shout out to her for reposting us, for somebody seeing her on Culture Content. You know what I mean? And it's things like that. That's why we do it for the culture. You know what I mean? Feels good to hear somebody be like, oh yeah, we seen you on Culture Content. You know what I'm saying? I think that was a breaking moment for us too. So shout out to you, girl, for making it happen, yo, for real.
So let's bring us to episode 11. And who we had for episode 11? I think that was
Siobhan.
we had Siobhan. Shouts out to Siobhan.
Bang bang bang.
Yo,
bang,
listen,
bang, bang.
mad energy. Energy was fire, yo. And I ain't with this for you today, but
Journey. Nah.
You wow.
Oh, all right. My bad.
Listen.
Link. Nah. Set tripping.
You see my face, y'all? I'm like, this nigga wow. Now he's tired. Nah, but Siobhan for episode 11, Siobhan came through.
Yeah.
Show love.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Wealth of information as well. She doing the damn thing with the choreography and the after school programs, and yo, just her energy was dope, yo, dope soul. Shouts out to my homegirl for linking us with that connection. Yeah, man, it was just interesting, man.
Yeah, if y'all go back and watch that episode, like the whole Cheney and Lincoln thing, like yo, I almost about to ready to shut off the show. Like they would have kept arguing for an hour plus if I had let them. You know what I mean? Like that rivalry is real. Yo, like you see me. I don't know if y'all go back and play it through. I kind of had to like try not to be rude about it, but I had to keep the conversation going forward. You know what I mean? But yeah, they rep their schools to the fullest.
Listen,
sure.
I mean, when you go because you think about it, it's only 2 HBCUs in Pennsylvania. And literally, we are 30 minutes down, literally on Route 1. Like, they on Route 1. Cheney's by, like, Glen Mills and, that area, not too far from Philly. We further down, down Route 1. Mm-hmm. And, you know what I mean? Like, it was, me going when I went to Lincoln, you heard a lot of stuff about Cheney, and obviously when she went to Cheney, she heard a lot of stuff about Lincoln. At the end of the day, it's all love, it's HBCU love, but when we meet somebody from, a quote-unquote rival school, we gotta rep our set because, people swear they the first and, we the first. So I ain't gonna get too much into it. We're just gonna keep it moving. But Siobhan, we appreciate you.
A Chance to Dream
love.
Academy, go look that up.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the young girls she's taking care of and giving guidance to. She's on it, y'all.
Word.
Go support.
That brings us to episode 12.
12. Episode 12. They want the D. Shout out to you, girl, coming all the way from Atlanta.
Appreciate you, Denise.
Touching.
That's her name.
Yeah, that is. They want the D. Forgive me.
That's another mishap, right? Because you was calling her everything.
Yeah, I was calling her everything.
You
but
said
her
Real Talk D.
Real Talk D.
Yeah, I was just like, I said, my man.
She said her name literally 2 seconds before that. Still assassinated the name. It was embarrassing, y'all. I mean, I need to do better with names. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. They want the D.
Underscore. Pause.
Underscore. You're not messing me up now. Shout out to you, Nail Tech Queen right there. You know what I mean? Creative genius when it comes to the nails. Shout out to our Nail Talk Tuesday and all the above, man.
Yeah, make sure y'all go check that out because she just like her sister. You know what I mean? They sisters. You know what I mean? So they came through and show love, and both of them just a wealth of information. And she was talking about just not Nail Talk Tuesday, but how she got to it, how she got to the bag. From just making nails and making connections with people up in the ATL. So we're gonna come out there pretty soon too. So be ready for culture content. You already know.
Yeah, she I lost my thought, but yeah, she's a super talented man, super dope. Doing the Airbnb thing.
Mm-hmm.
The crazy thing is she went viral 3 days before our episode went live with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she was on the shade room.
She was on the shade room for the candles. I don't know if y'all see it on the shade room. But she was on there with the candles, with burning, with cakes and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so that's just a testament to how dope she is and how creative she is. And we ain't never playing that. Definitely wasn't her first time. Definitely won't be her last time going viral. But all that happened 3 days before we dropped the episode. And yeah, shout out to you, girl. That was dope. Episode 12.
13 we had.
Episode 13, we had the homie again, Nico Sky, baby. Yo, I mean, we can't say enough about you, bro. We appreciate you. He came through, dropped P's and Q's for us. Shout out to all the victims lost to police brutality and whatnot. That was a special song that he let us hear on that episode. It was fire too.
Word.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, the level up was crazy. yeah, you just gotta go hear it, man.
We can't explain it as much.
Yeah,
if you can do yourself a favor, you can do us a favor. Do yourself a favor and listen to that track because he broke down a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And the way he was just articulating, the where society is today and how things happen. It was just dope. So Miko, we appreciate you. Shouts out to you, bro.
Yes, sir. Episode 14, Donnell talked about car rentals, yo. Like we said, super humble, super cool dude. Like, had no issues with giving numbers and dropping information and just wealth and just strategies behind getting into the car rental game, man. It was super dope, man. Wealth of knowledge.
Like we said, like we know, the times is people was finding different ways to make money, right? So another way people would make his money is, buying cars and renting them out. So he spoke about platforms like Turo, but he kind of gave us the platform and the website that he uses, which is Level 3 Car Services, I believe it is.
Yeah, L3CS.
Yeah, L3CS. Yeah.
Car rental service. If you're in Pittsburgh, go check it out.
Yeah, so he told us what he does in order to get his bag. So shouts out to Donnell. And we both have a similar work history background. We both worked in juvenile probation. So, we just try and give back to the community at the end of the day. So, shouts out to you, Donnell, for coming through to Culture Content.
Yes, sir.
That brings us to
episode 15.
We had the
homie Clinton Valentine Landscaping.
Landscaping.
Just real quick, if y'all don't know, if y'all go back to like episode pilot and 2 and 3, I referenced a friend of mine that had started a business. He was a COVID baby. Shout out to you, bro. But yeah, he's doing this damn thing. Real life testimony to getting out the rat race and starting his own and being successful and grinding. So yeah, just another black man. I mean, I hate to put that title on him, but he's doing his thing, yo. Shout out to you. Yo, hilarious episode, bro.
What I like about Clinton, right?
Funny, bro.
You're a funny dude, right? What I like about him the most, right, is obviously like what a lot of our guests, we have talks, off camera before the show starts, right? And then when he was on camera, he was just as funny off camera. And then he dropped a lot of marketing gems as well. So if you guys get a chance, man, go check out episode 15. Dropped a lot of marketing stuff. That can help you propel your business to new heights, yo. So, smart dude, good dude, and we look forward to continue working with you going forward, baby.
100%. Yo, episode 16, man. Mike, bro. The homie came all the way up from Vegas, originally from New York, Harlem. That's how we know each other. Man. It is what it is, bro. You the homie. We appreciate you. Talk about the Barbie game. Talking about the come up. Like, talking about somebody who's changed their life 180. Like,
word.
It was sort of amazing to see where he's been and then where he's come from, all the way from 430, and Grant and to all the way to Vegas to Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? Like,
it's just a full circle. And what another thing I liked about when he was talking about was how the company, right? But he was basically the undertone I got from it is don't let nobody waste your time, yo.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Worth,
like,
man.
Know your worth, and if you know that you dope and you can do other things than what telling you what you can do, then you gotta get out that situation. So that's one of the gems I got from this episode. So Mike, appreciate you, bro.
100%, yo. That leads us into episode 17.
Oh, my man Tim. That was our first episode on the road, I believe.
Yeah. You looked out, bro. Hooked us up with the table. Hooked us up with the club.
With the fixtures and all that.
Gave us some new props and all that. And yo, real quick, man. In all due respect, respect Tim's gangster only because, as hosts, we do a lot of homework on our guests. You know what I mean? But he was the first guest to do his homework on us. And literally talking about episodes that we had done and was using terminology and slang and all that. Like, you knew he had seen our episode.
Right.
And that felt good, man. Like, that went a long way. So that made the vibe even better because it's like, yo, we did our homework on you. You know us for real just by watching our podcast. So it was like we knew each other before we even officially
Exactly.
met. You know, and that, I mean, I think that's what we strive towards. You know what I mean? Just having people just feel like y'all right here with us,
Right,
like across the table, vibing with us and whatnot.
We want to make
yeah.
No, so what I was gonna say was we just want to make everybody feel comfortable prior to even getting here.
Facts.
Right. So a lot of the connections we've been making, a lot of people we didn't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of people we didn't know. Obviously, some people we knew of or whatever, but we didn't even know.
Yeah.
So it's good that, you know, people was able to watch our show or know a little bit about us in order to come into our space and then be like, oh, these some good brothers right here. You know what I mean? They cool peoples, down to earth, and you know, like I said, we just trying to, you know, provide more content for the culture, man. And so Tim, shouts out to you.
Yeah.
He definitely said a couple of things. Check me on a couple of things as well. So everything's coming into play, man. So we appreciate you for letting us come into your space. He had a beautiful location. His shop is in Swissville. That episode will be coming out soon too. So shouts out to you for that.
Yeah, shout out to you, my brother. We back, episode 18, man. Yo,
I got you. I already knew what this was, bro. So episode 18, right?
I can't get
we
his name.
We hooked up with the homie.
Can't get his name.
Hervons.
Hervons. That's his
We
name.
just gonna put it like that. Everything is Giannis. Was it? It was Hervons.
Hervons. We sorry, bro. We
sorry.
Hervons.
Basically, we linked up. This is something I'm interested in, and we, you know, I see how the world's been working, and I've been interested in the artificial intelligence space for some time, right? So I said, what better way to have somebody, an expert in this field to talk about it, right? So I reached out to a couple people and, you know, got Hervons on the show to talk about his experience with robotics and artificial intelligence and how artificial intelligence work. And one of the things that he brought to us was basically saying, like, artificial intelligence we use on a day-to-day basis, from our phones to the computers to everything. You know what I mean? Artificial intelligence, not just the robots that we think of when we, like, you know, like iRobot or things of that nature. Mm-hmm. The fact that you ever have to verify something on your phone, and then you have to maybe go to the messages. Sometimes the messages pop up and they give you that verification code, and you can just put that right there on the screen. That's artificial intelligence if you ain't really know.
Yeah.
So the fact that we see that, and this is 2021, just imagine how the world is going to be with artificial intelligence as it continues getting better with technology. So we just want to pick his brain a little bit on what's to come going forward and whatnot. So shouts out to you. We did that via Zoom. That will be coming out pretty soon. Mm. So
yeah, and if I learned anything, it's that Terminator's real. Yo, I mean, all jokes aside, I mean, you got to watch the episode, and he breaks it down. You know what I mean? But like, yo, they don't just put stuff in movies for no reason, y'all. Right. Like, so long story short, more or less, that AI intelligence. Go watch the episode. Go watch it. I was gonna break it down to y'all, but I'm not. It's really good, y'all. He's another wealth of knowledge.
He's a doctor too.
He's a doctor. Like, he got his degrees, y'all. Like, on the show, on culture content. So, yo, respect that gangster too, yo. Respect that gangster. Had a whole doctor on the episode, man, just for y'all, and drop some crazy information about artificial intelligence. And, you know, like I said, Terminator is real. But go watch the episode, man. It's freaking amazing, yo. Freaking amazing. So, moving forward, man. Yo, episode 19. Started $1 million. That was a long run of guests. Then, like we said, if you go watch it, we just wanted to end it off with us. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It starts with us. It's going to end with us. And that's just a fact, though. 100. You know what I mean? That's dead eyes. Just threw it in there just because, yes, I did. But yeah, man, that was good because, like I said, a lot of segments that we have are based off of starting at $1 million, creating generational wealth, passive income, things of that nature. So it was only right that we hit y'all with our up and coming slogan, merch coming soon, a whole bunch of things. Start at $1 million. That's ours. Like, if you hear it, you ain't hearing it from nowhere else. That's ours. That's our shit. Pardon me, but that's just what it is. So, more to come. You know what I mean? Go check that out. Go see our reasoning and definition behind Start at a Million. And yeah, go tune in. And last but not least, we here.
Episode 20.
Episode
It's
20.
just a recap on literally all the episodes right before today. So, you know, like you said before, and I can't say it enough, shouts out to everybody that came through and showed love in the sunroom. Tim called it, right? So,
Yeah, Sunroom, 3 seasons, you
right.
know, whatever your choice is.
But shouts out to everybody that pulled up to Culture Content. Shouts out to the conversations that we had off camera.
Yeah.
Shouts out to everything that, you know, you guys have been a part of to make this grow.
Yeah.
We couldn't do it without you. So we definitely appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate it, I guess. And, yo, real quick, I mean, this is not a person, but shout out to this room, yo. Like, I done shot so many different things in here this year that is unreal, you know what I mean? And it throws people off to see how many, like, this is almost like our production, you know, room for real. Like, we done
For
really
real.
shot. Yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying? Dead ass. Like, but, like, yeah, we shot 4 wars in here. Again, shout out to Miko. And just a lot of off-camera stuff that was going on behind the scenes. And yeah, this room has become more than what I could have imagined. So shout out to, like Chad said, to all the guests that came through, showed us love, dropped gems. You know what I mean? Like, it was a hell of a season, bro.
Yeah.
And I couldn't have done it with no one else but you, bro. 100%, man. And that's just how we giving it up, yo.
Yeah. So
damn,
look,
I don't want this shit to end, bro.
No, we don't want it to end. But look, listen, we gotta close this chapter in order to open another one. So
Facts.
Season 2 coming out. We got some more stuff. All the stuff we didn't do in Season 1.
Yeah.
Best believe that's coming in Season 2. And we're gonna drop it at a perfect time for you guys to just understand how serious this is, how serious we think generational wealth is, how serious we are about starting at $1 million, how serious we are about just handling your business as the culture.
Facts.
Right? We are very serious about that because we want to be models and show you guys the way on to do it. We appreciate everybody that's kind of paving the way for us. It's a lot of podcasts out there that's talking and doing their thing. But you know, check it out here. We got some stuff for you too, and then some. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And we have a lot of stuff planned for spring 2022. So if you're in the city of Pittsburgh, you know, make sure you're on the lookout.
Holla
because
at us, man.
listen, we got some stuff for y'all. You know what I mean? We got some real life things we got planning right now. So if you're in the city of Pittsburgh, like I said, or if you're in the surrounding areas, shit, if you in Timbuktu, you might want to get on this train because we about to take it up a notch. So we appreciate everybody. At the end, we're gonna have a credits of everybody tag name that was on the show, and everybody that kind of made this happen. You know, give special thanks to everybody for Season 1, and that's all I got for y'all, man. So
yo, so
we here, baby.
There we go.
Hold on. I was gonna do a little.
Yo, come on, B. Yo, that little thing got y'all ringing in your head.
I was gonna do the.
That shit should live rent free right
you
now.
You talking about the beginning?
Yeah, the intro. Yo,
listen.
Yo, real quick, man. If I didn't know this, we'll end it off with that. I think you know what I'm saying.
I need to play it now. Now I'm thinking about definitely got a culture content video. Hold on.
I'll play it for y'all so y'all can hear it. You know what I mean? But we vibing. We gonna play that thing to the beginning. You heard? So yo, this is how we leaving it. Yo, if y'all ain't know, shout out to the homie Pace Brown. He told me not to say it. Told me not to put him out there like that. But yo, we appreciate you, bro, because you didn't have to do that. Like, he gave us the intro to the music that y'all love. You know, y'all beat that comes on at the intro and at the ending of every one of our videos, man. We appreciate you, bro. That was so clutch. It was so perfect. It was so brilliant. You know, and he had that to us in 24 hours. Like, respect his gangsters too. Musical genius right there, bro. Yeah, again, shout out to Praise Brown, Culture Content, man. We out here, B. So again, I think we were still playing the beat at this time, but we gonna turn it up and boom. And that's a wrap, y'all. Episode 20, Culture
Season
Content.
1,
Season
finished.
1 in the
Finito.
bag.
Season 2, Spring 22. We'll see ya, baby. Holla.
Bye. Wrap it up.
Lincoln, baby.
Go home, man. Yeah, baby.